Hello student, all is well. Welcome you all in our social science class, and today we are going to learn chapter 8 of geography, India, climate, natural vegetation and wildlife. Student, India is a vast country and it experiences different types of climate and weather condition. The vast extent of the country and varied landforms contribute to this variety. We have hot deserts and cold desert, high mountains and low plains, maritime climate as well as extreme climate, very high rainfall areas as well as very low rainfall areas, etc. etc. The variety in climate influence the flora and fauna, the physical features and life of the people of India. If we will talk about the weather is the day-to-day changes in our atmosphere in terms of temperature, moisture, wind, sun, cloud, rainfall and atmospheric pressure. Depending upon these factors, the weather can be sunny or cloudy, rainy or windy, hot or cold, humid or dry. Weather conditions vary from place to place. Perhaps it is hot and rainy where you live at the same time in other parts of the world. It could be cloudy and rainy or maybe snowing. Weather changes in a short span of time. It may be bright and sunny in the morning and cloudy in the afternoon. The weather is the atmospheric condition in a particular area over a short period of time. Climate refer to the weather condition prevalent over a large area for a long period of time. We know that the climate of Srinagar is cold, whereas that the Chennai is hot. The climate in Rajasthan is very hot in summer and cold in winter, but in Bengaluru it is pleasant throughout the year. Countries of the world can be divided into different climatic zone based on factors such as locations, latitude, surface relief, height, above the sea level, atmospheric pressure, wind, etc. If we'll talk about the seasons of the India, the major season recognized in India are winter, summer, advancing monsoon, or southwest monsoon and retreating monsoon. First we will discuss about the winter season in India. December to February is the winter time in all parts of India. North India being away from the influence of the sea experiences low temperatures. Down south has a tropical climate due to the moderating effect of the sea. The temperature can drop down to below freezing point in the higher ranges of Himalayas, and there can be snowfall as well. At times, intense cold winds called cold waves grips the northwestern plains. Normally, winters are dry in northern India with occasional winter showers from temperature cyclones. The southern parts, however, experiences winter showers. Now, summer. March, April, May and June are the summer month. It is the time when the sun rays are directly over the Tropic of Cancer. Average temperature around 32 Celsius in the western region, which has extreme climate. The temperature can shoot up to 50 degrees Celsius. Hot winds known as Loo sweep the states of Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Punjab. Short-lived dusty strong wind locally called Kali Baisakhi blows across eastern India of West Bengal, Assam and Odisha during April to June. It brings rainfall and hailstorms. There are pre-monsoon showers in Kerala called the mango showers during this time. They help the ripen the mangoes in Karnataka. These showers are known as cherry blossom and are good for coffee cultivation. Southwest monsoon season between June and September, India experiences the rainy season due to the monsoon winds. Monsoon winds are called seasonal winds. The word monsoon comes from the Arabic word mosam, which means weather. The moisture-laden winds from the sea known as the southwest monsoon winds blows the India landmass and bring rain. The Indian peninsula divides the southwest monsoon winds into two branches, the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch causes extensive rainfall in the western and central state, and the Bay of Bengal brings rainfall to the eastern coastal areas and the northern eastern state. It gets deflected up the Ganga Valley, bringing rain. India receives 60% of its total rainfall from the southwest monsoon. The climate of a place is affected by its location, altitude, distance from sea, and relief. Therefore, we experience regional differences in the climate of India. Like Jaisalmer and Bikaner in the desert of Rajasthan are very hot, while Daras and Kargil in Jammu and Kashmir are freezing cold. Coastal places like Mumbai and Kolkata experience moderate climate. Mawsynram in Meghalaya receives the world's highest rainfall. The grasses, shrubs, and trees which grow on their own without interference of help from called natural vegetation. So students, this was about southwest monsoon season. Now after rainy season, if we will take the autumn season, the autumn is also called the season of retreating monsoon. In this season, winds move back from the mainland to the Bay of Bengal. Southern parts of India, particularly Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, receive rainfall in this season. By the September, the winds reverse their directions. They start blowing southward from the land to the sea. This is because the air above the sea is warmer now. These are called the retreating monsoon winds. These winds pick up moisture as they pass over the Bay of Bengal and bring rain to the eastern coast. Humidity is high after the monsoon rains and the weather is uncomfortable. This is sometimes referred to as the October heat. In October and November, there is a gap between the rainy season and winter. It is during this season that cyclones form over the Bay of Bengal. A cyclone is a huge storm that originates at sea in the tropical zone. Cyclonic condition over the Mediterranean Sea, which travel eastward over the West Asia towards the northwestern parts of India. These temperate cyclone cause rain and snow in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, West Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. These rains are very beneficial to the Rabi crops. Next, we will discuss about the natural vegetation of India. India is a big country. It occupies a vast expanse on the world map. With such a varied climatic condition, India has a wide range of natural vegetations. So, natural vegetation in India can be simply classified into two groups. First, tropical forest of Indian peninsula in the south and the temperate forest on the flank of Himalayas in the north. Beside this simple classification, there is a yet another classification which is more scientific and universal and geographically acceptable as well. This classification is based on the variation of rainfall and belief, and these are tropical evergreen or rainforest, tropical deciduous forest, thorny bushes, mountain vegetations, and mangrove forest or tidal forest. So students, in our next part of video we will discuss about the different types of natural vegetation.